Well, Kevin, I'm delighted to welcome you here today. Insight has been tracking Wi-Fi for a very long time, and I'm very pleased to be able to welcome you to the Roundtable program too. Perhaps you can help us out by explaining to us where you see Wi-Fi fitting into the IoT ecosystem, and how's that going to develop over the coming years?
Sure. And first of all, thanks for having us on. We see Wi-Fi fitting into the IoT ecosystem much in the same way it fits into the broader connectivity ecosystem. And that Wi-Fi today really is the foundation of connectivity around the globe today. If you look at data traffic across the internet, more than half of all data traverses over a Wi-Fi network. And especially in the home, Wi-Fi is ubiquitous. Wi-Fi is the default mode of connectivity in the home. And so when you start looking into areas like smart home, connected home, somebody who's making devices can just assume that a Wi-Fi network is going to be available. Now you start even branching out beyond just connected home, smart home. With smart cities, Wi-Fi is playing an increasingly important role. And in the Internet of Industry, yes, it's also playing an important role. So again, Wi-Fi really should be viewed as kind of the foundation for connectivity going forward with IoT. In fact, there was just a great example today, the announcement from Comcast in how they were relying on Wi-Fi with their new Xfinity solution to allow a single technology through this hub to provide connectivity for entertainment, home automation, and control. And all of that can be done with Wi-Fi, which is an incredibly flexible technology.
So the Wi-Fi Alliance announced today Wi-Fi certified time sync. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Sure. So Wi-Fi Alliance announced Wi-Fi certified time sync, and this is a certification program that will become available later in 2017, probably around mid-year. And time sync does something really very simple, but it's incredibly powerful. And that's to allow different devices to synchronize their clocks over a Wi-Fi connection. And again, now getting to the powerful part of it. Sure. One of the obvious, or the more obvious uses of this is something like multi-channel audio. And the end user wants to have a completely wireless experience. They don't want to run cables to their speakers. And with time sync, these speakers are able to these speakers are able to determine very precisely a shared clock within a microsecond, allowing that immersive surround sound experience. But it's not just limited to home entertainment. You can also look at in the Internet of Things, in industrial process control, automation, manufacturing, areas like that where any use case where you must precisely know, where you want to very precisely either take an action or record data, you can leverage this timestamp that TimeSync gives you.
Okay, and have the key members already bought into this? I mean, how far away are we from having TimeSync in the marketplace?
You will expect to see TimeSync in chipsets and silicon solutions and modules in 2017. Wow. Once the certification becomes available. One of the things to understand with this particular program is it almost can be viewed as more of an ingredient that allows other applications to make use of this capability, right, for streaming, for industrial control, et cetera. So you will likely, while the modules and the capabilities will be in these devices very early on in 2017, you'll then see it start to roll out and become an ingredient in some of these broader solutions that can benefit from this precision time.
And what would you say were the Wi-Fi Alliance's predictions for 2017?
Well, there are a number of predictions. One is that in 2017, you can expect Wi-Fi to become even easier to use. Mm-hmm. You're already starting to see this with some of these trends around self-organizing networks, solutions both with mesh as well as other approaches where a user can simply drop an access point, drop a network node, and improve coverage within the home and improve the performance of the home. Because it's not just about coverage, it's the ability to provide us a level of performance throughout the entire footprint of the home. So you're going to see that becoming much easier. Earlier I mentioned that some of the developments from companies like Comcast who are looking to, again, provide a more seamless experience in the home for the end user. And in some cases they will be using technologies like self-organizing networks. Additionally, Wi-Fi is really viewed as a critical component of the home itself. And you wouldn't be surprised to see in 2017 home builders actually starting to offer Wi-Fi as part of the package deal when you build a new home.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, Wi-Fi is as important in a home as water and electricity, and you're going to have new homes that come already built with Wi-Fi.
It's very hard to imagine how we could live without Wi-Fi these days, isn't it?
It is. It's an incredibly it plays an incredibly important role in people's lives. I mean, years ago, I think we had looked at we had done some questions about what people would be willing to give up, and people would be more likely to give up chocolate and coffee than Wi-Fi.
And what does the Wi-Fi Alliance's roadmap look like for 2017, and what other initiatives are on the horizon, Kevin?
So some of the more obvious innovations that will be happening in Wi-Fi are around performance. And just like in 2016, with a second wave of features for Wi-Fi certified AC, providing greater performance, and Wi-Fi certified WiGig, also providing very high performance, low latency connectivity for things like virtual reality or wireless docking, cable replacement. You can expect to see Wi-Fi really push that performance barrier into 2017 and into 2018. Frequently, you'll hear people talk about 5G and this coming these coming initiatives to really keep up with users' insatiable demand for data. And Wi-Fi is already today delivering on many of those use cases, and we will continue to innovate as an industry to ensure that we can deliver data that users need. In addition, you can expect to see improvements around power efficiency. In the Internet of Things within the connected home, there are devices, we often refer to them as sleepy devices, things like sensors.
Yes.
Might be on it for security system. And you'll see improvements to allow those devices to sleep for very long periods of time, conserving that battery power and connecting directly to the home network through Wi-Fi.
That's interesting to hear you say, because a lot of people, some of them are just natural skeptics, have sort of had a little bit of difficulty seeing Wi-Fi's role in this type of application with these very low power devices.
Mm-hmm. Certainly, and let's be honest, everybody knows that no single technology is really going to fulfill all the needs within the home or anything in IoT. But Wi-Fi is very unique in how flexible it is as a technology, and it will serve a very large number of those needs.
Well, thanks very much, Kevin, and once again I'm delighted that you've been part of the Insider TV Roundtable program.
Thank you very much for having me.